Static. It's very insert the word Norksky. Norksky. You're calling him a Norksky. You're calling him a Nork.
I don't know what a Nork is. It meant to say Nork.
Please, Carl, can you please look up the word Nork? I need to know what that word is.
A few moments later.
Yeah, hush it, Norksky.
It's a Nork.
Nork.
Yeah, Nork.
My spelling, my typing's as bad as my
calm it down. Chat, don't go off on me. Don't go off on me, right? So it's a noun. It's come from Australian English. A Nork.
No, put it. Put it. Put it in the private chat.
Is a woman's breast. You see that bird over there? Yeah, by the bar. Yeah. She has a terrific pair of Norks.
I want to squeeze them Norks.
Yeah, sorry, it's time to get there. I mean, this is going left, mate. I'm in the matrix now, right? This is going left.
Oh dear, man.
That's pretty much all the laughing we're going to get on this episode. Let me assure you that now. Welcome back to Gun Down UK, guys. It is, of course, episode 7 of the Take Aim podcast. Getting conned. Remember this weekend? All of the GYOKERES hype. We're all excited doing these celebrations. Well, it does look like now all of that was all a smokescreen. Potentially, shall we say. Although Fabrizio Romano has come out and said slightly otherwise. But generally right now, my head is all over the place regarding what's happened. I've got my man Rashid, Arsenal Revolution TV, on with me tonight. So big up Rashid. How are we this evening, bruv?
Salute, man. Not doing very well. Not doing very well. But I'm talking about Arsenal, not me. But it's like an abusive relationship. You know, sometimes the man is not angry. You know, he comes in a good mood somehow because he's not throwing hands like every day, 365. There's some days where he's going to be in a good mood, and unfortunately, in this abusive relationship with Arsenal, it's a never-ending one. You know what I'm saying? It's a never-ending one, so you can't call the police, you can't call the pizza place, and you definitely can't blink. There's no way out of this. So all we can do really is just fight back. By fight back, I mean spread the word out, you know? Speak our shit on YouTube, on the streets, to your friends, at the game, in the pub, anywhere you go, really. But yeah, man. Did you not accept it? Did you not expect it? Sorry, did you not expect it? I expected a bid for Noni Madueke, and now I'm starting to think that he's our left winger. I'm starting to think that Noni Madueke is our left winger. He's not our right wing, because I thought that maybe he'd be our right wing and he'll be the backup to Saka and whatnot. But I feel like he's a left winger, because where are you going to get the money enough to buy a left winger if you buy Eze as well? Because you know Eze's original place is not on the left wing. So it's all a mess. For me personally, Carl, yeah, you got 50 million on Madueke, 60 million for Eze. Go buy Rodrigo. He was on the bench today as well. Go buy Rodrigo. It'll probably cost you, what, 90? But that's a baller. That's one of the best wingers in the world. We're not talking, they're not in the same bracket. Like Eze and Madueke, they're not in the same bracket. So I don't know why would we go for this guy? Do you know what I'm saying? Why? And why are we not focusing on the proper deal that we should be getting through the line? Because apparently Sporting want more money. Are you not surprised? No. Do you know why I'm not surprised? It's because now Sporting know that you can't go back to Leipzig and ask for more money. I mean, you can't go back to Leipzig and negotiate because you already effed that one up. Do you know what I'm saying? When you had the chance, this is why you do business early, just in case shit like this goes left. So now Sporting, we're basically in their hands. Basically, we always get stronger. We always get stronger by these players, by the club, by other clubs. Do you know that Leipzig asked for more money and Sporting asked for more money? Nobody respects us. Nobody respects us. Yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, so Fabrizio put exclusive. We do have to say that. Arsenal submitted an initial bid for Noni Madueke, around 50 million package, add-ons included. Chelsea want more than 50 million fixed as Elanga. Similar deals remain their reference. Good relationship between clubs as talks continue. Madueke agreed terms with Arsenal. Agreeing with the terms can mean absolutely anything, right? What I'm more pissed off about was the fact that you are right. We were haggling over for, what was it, 5 million for GYOKERES?
Yeah.
Yeah, then on the other side of it, we've ended up putting 50 million package down on the table for Chelsea, saying, yeah, we want Madueke. It just generally makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And just to throw this out there, okay, if we were so adamant of getting GYOKERES, we would have done it. We would have done it there and then. I just got a funny feeling that they sent Berto over to Portugal to get this deal done. It hasn't worked the way he's wanted. And since you know the term of phrase, when the cat's away, the mice come out to play.
Yeah.
Well, Berto's the cat, and Mateta's is the mice, and now he's gone and raided through to get the money, and has now gone to Chelsea. Go, yeah, give us Madueke. We'll give
shit! They set him up. They set him up.
Just literally set him up. It's would not at all surprise me at all, bruv. And the thing is, this guy isn't. He's 23 years old. Okay, he could still grow and could get better. But the word we're looking for is could. We don't need a could
on my
player.
Watch. Why does it always have to be on our watch, Carl? Why is it always on our watch? Because think about it, yeah. If he wants to grow and be better, not on this team. This team right now, we need ready-made players. That's why we didn't want Sesko. Do you know what I'm saying? We wanted GYOKERES. We don't have time for that. The thing is that we're not getting. But why are we not focusing on the main issue, which was the striker position? One of the main issues, because I really feel like a playmaker is a main issue as well. That's my opinion, of course. But like, striker issue is a big problem. You sent Berto out there. Did you set him up? Did you know that they were going to say no? And you'll be stuck in Portugal, and then you'll go over to West London and ask for Madueke. Put 50 million for Madueke. For what? Why? Why for that? Why for that? I mean, do you know how many players we can go through, me and you? The thing is that we need time, which we don't have. But me and you can go through a lot of players that we can get under 50 million. We'll probably get 2 players better than Madueke or the same as him. Do you know what I'm saying? 2, not 1, 2. That's the thing. We don't have money when it comes to top class players, but we have money for these scrubs that we get from Chelsea and other teams and whatnot. Do you know how many scrubs we bought from Chelsea? No, but none of them worked.
Too many.
None of them worked. Only probably Gallas, and he wasn't really, he was all right. And the rest were shit. The thing is that we continue doing the same mistakes. We don't learn. Arteta doesn't learn. Everybody at this club don't learn. Do you know what I'm saying? We just don't. We just don't. What we should be doing is putting 45 million on this scrub and actually putting 5 million, for that 5 million extra, giving it to Sporting. Here you go. Let's end this conversation, this whole back and forth, because now we're in Sporting's hands. What if another team comes for GYOKERES and they pay more?
Exactly.
What are we going to do then? Are we going to go back to Leipzig? Oh, sorry, Leipzig, I went to Sporting for their player. Do you know what I'm saying? Then you're stuck. Then you're probably going to get me Watkins. And you know what's going to happen? And they're going to sell you the idea that Watkins is the answer.
Yeah,
that's what they'll do, Carl.
It's a bit like when you go on. It's like when you go on holiday to. Let's say I go on holiday to Egypt, where I used to before my family sort of like disbanded in a way, right?
Yeah.
And you go out in the evening because it's easier to walk around in the climate and so on. You pass these stores. I've got those fake football shirts, and they sell them for like 20, and they sell them for like 30 Egyptian pounds.
Yeah.
But you always like try and haggle them for say, oh no, only 20, only 20, only 20. It's like, it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to you. It matters more to them. Just pay the fucking money, take the shirt and get out of their sight.
Facts.
Before they try and pester you to like sell them a camel or something, you know, because that's usually what happens. This is what we're doing with GYOKERES here. We're trying to haggle over a few minutes. Just pay the money. Just pay the stupid money.
Why? It's only 5 mil. What are we gonna do with that 5 mil anyway? Let's be honest. What pisses me off is that when we asked them for Rodrigo when the summer started. Do you remember when the summer started? The first thing Fabrizio Romano said, and I won't forget, and I'll get the screenshot. He said that Arsenal don't have the funds to buy Rodrigo, and then all of a sudden we have 50 million for this guy. 50 million for this guy. You're bug. 60 million for Eze. Are you joking? Are you joking, G? Do you want this team to win or not? If you don't, just come out and say it. Just come out and say it. Come out and tell us. Tell us we don't want to win. We just want to be top 4. And we'll just, keep this dream alive. And if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. That's basically what it is.
Have a bit of honesty. Have a bit of honesty about it. But the fact is as well, we could have easily have we could have very, very easily have freaking got GYOKERES over the line, because what was the first signing we got was a fucking goalkeeper. Was Kepa. He cost 5 mil. That could have been something we could have paid like, I don't know, like a deadline day. Backup goalkeeper, deadline day. You keep hold of one of Carl Hein or Tommy Setford. Preferably Tommy Setford because he probably is younger. You stick him as a backup for the time being and say, yeah, we're going to get a backup goalkeeper now. If you'd have got GYOKERES, you got Rodrigo, you got Eze and so on, and then you added your depth, you're like, okay, all right, he's another ex-Chelsea player, but we've got all the pieces that we needed, so the backup goalkeeper was needed, okay? But I would have actually stomached the Kepa deal a little bit more easier. He would still have been a Chelsea reject, but he still would have, he still would have filled a hole nonetheless. Yeah. But we've kind of shot ourselves on the foot with Norgard because that was 10 mil. We shot ourselves on the foot with Kepa, and obviously the Zubamendi deal was back in January when we signed him. So that deal was already well and done with anyway.
Carl, let me hit you with this curveball, yeah. Do you remember when we bought Norgard, yeah? What did they tell us? We're saving money to buy a striker, right? But where's the 5 mil? I thought you were saving money to buy a striker. Oh, you were saving money to buy Madueke. Why didn't you tell us then? What? Because the fans will turn on you. Because let's be honest, Madueke's a player that probably even the top gooners don't want. Because I think AFTV put up a poll, and big up to Ozzy for mentioning this earlier, and it was 80% that didn't want Madueke. So we're in, do you know what I'm saying? So we're all in agreement that this guy's not good enough. When we bought Norgard, you told us that we're saving money to buy a striker. Use it. Use it before someone comes in. Use it. What if Liverpool come in? You know what happens, Jota? Sorry for his family, whatever, but like maybe Liverpool come in. You get me? You need to act fast. Maybe Sporting don't believe in gentleman agreement. What happened is that Sporting were dealing with Arsenal. Then maybe Liverpool came in or some other teams. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were like, we'll pay you more. Maybe they're asking for Arsenal more money because they can get more money from other teams. Obviously, this is all speculations, but like this is shit that happens in football all the time. All the time. If you don't believe me, just listen to veterans and players that played the game before, and now they have podcasts or whatever, Rio Ferdinand and them, and they were talking about transfers and how it went down. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how transfers go. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like that, but it's like prostitution. What you pay is what you get. That's what it is. Okay? I'm sorry. It's what you pay, what you get. And this whole thing where like, oh, we're haggling over 5 mil so we can seem like we know how to do business. It ain't working, bro. That's not you. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Let's big up to the people in the chat. We've got 30 people in the chat, guys. Hit that like button and make sure you sub to Rashid. I will get your name in the title last minute thing. So I'll get it in the title. So KLS, big up Carl Rashid in chat. I'd give Lisbon an extra 20 million for Gyökeres if it means we won't have money for Dookie. Yeah. I probably would as well. I'd just say, here you go, here's a bit of extra. It's like what is it? Interest. Here's some interest. We'll pay you, and here's a bit of interest. That's the way of keeping good relations, because you're actually overpaying for the player itself. But at least you're saying, yeah, but we might come back for maybe another one or two of your players in the distant future, maybe. That's way of doing with good relations. Big up to KLS. Big up to Spooko21 Gaming. This won't be reported, but I feel that the Sesko and Gyökeres deals are not stalling on fee, but actually on wages, because on 29, on 275k, club can't negotiate the players to less than 29. Here is the crux of the issue. Because you want to get a striker, you know he's mustard, you know he's quality. And now the wages are going to be an issue because we've got another player who isn't even close to that caliber as our highest earner on 280k a week. That is what we are actually dealing with here with regards to, because it's all right to say for Gyökeres that we could get the fee for it. But the problem is, though, is it also the wage structure as well? Are Sporting just holding out for the extra 5 mil, or is there something more deeper, i.e., like the wage structure? And the guarantee this right now, Sesko's agent probably said, no, we want to be on more than what your highest earner is. And so maybe they're trying to persuade it. I don't know. No guard for 15 million, free market. I think he means basically. Marcus Rocker, 1 year left, market opportunity. Who does Marcus Rocker play for? I'll have to have a look. I'll have to look about that. Sorry, mate. Big up Compost. Hope we're all well. But they're playing the PR game to try and keep things calm. I can see the deals collapsing. This is a worry. If the deal does collapse, where do we go?
I mean, Carl, come on. We've agreed terms with this Gyökeres for time. What are we still talking about? What are we still talking about? We waited weeks and weeks and weeks. Oh, you don't know how deals go through. You don't know. Yes, I don't, but I'm sorry. It doesn't take other teams 4 months to get a player. Oh, sorry, it's not one, but 2 months, 1 month. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I understand. It might take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but that's it. They already told you how much the player. They told you how much they want, and you know they're not going to back down. Nobody respects Arsenal when they come call you. Nobody, and especially now, you showed him all your cards. You showed him your cards. Anybody that plays poker would understand. You showed him your cards. Do you know what I'm saying? You told them that we went for Sesko and he was too expensive, and we didn't make a deal with them. And now we came asking you for a deal, and now they know that you're desperate because what's left? Like 5 weeks, 5 weeks or 6 weeks, or you'll end up buying what's his name, Watkins. How are you going to sell that to the Arsenal fans?
That's desperation. That is desperation, mate. If you go, I mean, I like Watkins, but not for the players, not for what we after. 50 million plus for Madueke, mad Dookie blocking up toilet for over 10, 15 mils, criminal, high treason. It is high treason. Big up to Joseph. Question to Khan and Rashid. Do you think Madueke is playing right wing or left? Well, I hope he gets kicked into the sun, but that's besides the point. If Arteta has his way, he'll probably stick him left wing.
Yeah, he's playing left wing. He's our left wing, Sean.
But then that means who gets sacrificed though? Is it Martinelli or is it Trossard?
Oh, Nelly. You know he can sacrifice Nelly. He doesn't really like Nelly. He kind of like
he's no better than Martinelli, if not on par with Martinelli at the minute. It just
I don't know. Probably Martinelli has better numbers. To be honest, he has better numbers. But in my opinion, Madueke is a little bit better than him, but not good enough. My point is that they're not good enough. But yeah, I think he's our new left wing. I'm just thinking about where would he play Eze? That's my question. But yeah, man.
I've said it on big up to Gabriel. I've said it on other channels. Noni is a good player, and I feel bad. He is being dragged through the mud when he's a good professional and had the courage to move abroad when young and return. We're not up against the idea of I don't think him being a bad player. We just don't like the idea of it's another Chelsea player that every time we've gone to Chelsea to get one of their players, they're washed or they've completely burned us. It's incomprehensible how we keep on doing that. I do generally believe that there is some shifty shit going on behind the scene between Arsenal and Chelsea, because there's no way, although Chelsea can, sell off their hotels and, sell off their women's players and this, that, and the other. But you can't look at me with a straight face and go, we're always in negotiations with Arsenal to help us with our financial fair play. Yeah, okay, mate. I kind of don't understand that at all, right? Big up to Why Not? Now, Rashid, it isn't you pay for what you get. Madueke is a toothless John for 1,500 in an hour.
Yeah, but you have to understand something. This is a shady deal. It's a shady deal.
It is a very shady deal. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the Illuminati. You can't do anything. You just can't do anything. Just go. Yeah. Come on. How many players?
Please don't destroy the lad. He's a talented player. He is not messy, but is good. And I fear. Okay, you've just committed fucking seppuku right there. He is not messy. No, bro. That's strike one for you. But it's good. And I feel all the anger of Arsenal transfer history being dumped on him. He's not the usual CFC transfer. As still young, I think he ran out of words on this time. You only allowed 200 letters in your comments. He's not usual CFC transfer. He's still a Chelsea player at the end of the day. And guess what? It's a Chelsea player, but the fans are on the Chelsea side of things are very mixed. Some like him, some want him out.
Do you know what I would say to this here, Gabriel? To be political with you. Now I'm going to be political with you. We've already got a right wing, which is Ethan. So thank you, but no thanks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say to that one. Because yes, I understand he's not a shit player, but that's the point. We're not saying, I don't know how to explain it. This is how we're talking about Arsenal here. Players like Madueke shouldn't be at our club. I'll be honest with you. He should be third choice or something like that. Until you get better, and then we play you. And we won't pay 50 million for you. That's just stupid. 50 million. Come on, bro. Come on.
It's not good enough. It ain't good enough. You go to United for Garnacho and Højlund, obviously. No, I don't want either of those two either.
No, she's joking. She's joking.
Yeah, you are joking. You are joking. Madueke and Mosquito might be your lot before sales. Arteta been buying and selling badly most windows. Yep. Well, you could also throw Edu in. You could also throw Edu into the mix of that as well, because he hasn't exactly covered himself in any glory, has he?
Have we been selling, Carl? My question to you: have we been selling?
No, we haven't been selling. We've just let people go for free or ripped up their contracts. We don't know how to sell with this regime. That's the problem. Gabriel, who gives a crap about a good professional? We need very good and great footballers. Well, we need contenders for positions.
Yeah,
we need contenders for positions, really. Sporting already have their replacement coming in, so they won't be waiting on an extra 5 mil. And why would there be a 5 mil difference if you're willing to pay 45 mil up front for Noni? The PR is PRing. Yeah, I think this could be PR. I think this potentially could be PR, if I'm honest with you. It's absolutely disgusting. It is disgusting, to say the least. Sporting do have their replacement ready to come in. I'm pretty sure Arsenal cannot be that thick to just leave this one behind. Your 5 mil difference. Surely you can get this one over the line, because otherwise Bert's up. Either he can't negotiate, or he is being told, no, leave it be. I don't know. I still think Berta is an inside job. When I say inside job, as in he's blowing Arteta up from the inside out. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it. Anyway, how many more players do you think we're getting?
We'll get GYOKERES or Cisco.
You think
we are getting a striker?
You think you're going to get one of those two? All right, we'll throw that out there.
Yeah,
Madueke.
Get a striker in there. Madueke.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Yeah, we'll probably get Madueke as well. I mean, 50 million is fair, more than fair, generous. This is a generous amount of money. I mean, we already agreed with him on 5 years, so what's left? This will probably be done quick, but the GYOKERES deal will take 3 months.
Well, apparently, according to ITKs, apparently the deal is going to be through come late Friday. Apparently.
Oh,
So,
sure
but
it is.
I've bookmarked that, and I don't care if I sweat my ass off
When
over the
every-
weekend in this streaming room. If I find out if I find out that we haven't got GYOKERES by Friday night, oh seriously, I'm going to fucking unleash hell. I will
We'll probably
unleash
have
hell.
Madueke. We'll probably have
Yeah.
Madueke by Friday
Oh,
night.
it's like,
When
Jesus.
everybody's lit and you know what I'm saying, everybody's steaming, they'll be like, oh shit, Madueke's Arsenal. They won't even, you know what I'm saying? They won't remember
Jesus
it.
Christ on the bike. Carla Rashid, big up AFC always, all good, mate. AFC always, if you could put Rashid's link in the chat and pin it, that'll be very, very much appreciated. So we can get on to subscribe to this legend down below me. Why don't we get Marco Asensio? He isn't going Villa. Oh, he's not staying at Villa. I'd take him. I'd take Asensio.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
quality baller.
Multiple, yeah.
Breaking: Liverpool could be set to make a move for Rodrigo if Luis Diaz leaves. If Liverpool sign Isak and Rodrigo lock the season off. I don't think Isak's going anywhere. I'll be straight up with you now. I don't think Isak's going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, which worries me, Carl. Which worries me. I don't want Liverpool to turn their heads and look at Rodrigo.
GYOKERES.
Yeah, GYOKERES.
Oh no.
Do you know what I'm saying? If they do, long day, Carl. Long day.
Long day, long stream.
Yeah.
It will be. What makes him good? I don't know. I think he means Madueke.
No.
Oh, look. Yasser. Dollar money. Chop my money. Chop my money. Bro. Nah, sorry. No chance, mate. That ain't happening. That ain't happening for love or money. He's just trolling me at this rate. Newcastle looking at Eke TK. Oh, are they? Oh, wow. Okay. And now I might have to take them words back then. If Newcastle are going after Eke TK, if that's the case, though, they'll have to sell Isak first before they get Eke TK.
Well, we don't know for now, do we?
Well,
depending. It's all up to Liverpool how they move. After what happened to Jota, I think that will probably change a little bit what the transfer schedule Liverpool had. So it's all up to Liverpool right now. I know that obviously with Jota dying, not being here, it's a problem for Liverpool. Now it's a problem for Liverpool. Now they need to go out there and buy a striker. But I don't know if it's Isak, to be honest. That's a lot of money. But yeah.
Martinelli, Madueke, shit is shit. We are arguing two cheeks of the same ass. Both players categorically are not good enough. Facts. They are not good. I mean, Martinelli's fallen off a cliff. I mean, I just wish Arteta would have the bollocks to say, "Nah, let's just stick you in the forward. Let's just stick you in the number 9, and let's see what you can do." Because he was bored under Emery in that position, so why can't he go back there? He always beats his man good one-on-one, but he can shoot instead of passing or shoot instead of passing. Just saying he's not as bad as all the anger warrants. Okay, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Did you not watch what he did yesterday? Oh, because I did, and he was Jack. He was awful yesterday.
Yeah, but just because he can beat his man doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, that then he can go play FIFA Street. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You just don't beat your man. We're talking about like the decisive moments when it comes to either shooting or passing. What is the right choice? And we're talking about the money. We're not just talking about him as a player. That's what we're talking about, Gabriel. But I hear your points. Oh, she's a United.
Yeah. Waha is a United fan. Yeah, no, yeah. Nice try. Yes, can I drop my black bin bags at your front door? Is this a Burrow or Arteta signing? What, the Madueke one? Oh, it's 100% Arteta's. It's 100%. He wanted him last season as well. He's basically going back. He's basically going back for all the people that he couldn't get. Sesko told Eddie to go get Sesko. Guess what? Sesko signed a brand new deal on June 14th. Mission failed. If they wanted Madueke, they could have got him then. Nope. They held out and they decided to get freaking Calafiori and Mikel Moreno. Oh, come on, Yasser. That's not fair. Fabrizio said about Gyökeres, but I still don't have the faith in the deal. Well, I tell you what. Hang on. What has the Fozzie said? It's a Kroenke signing to help his billionaire mate. Do you know what?
Yeah.
That's probably the best comment of the night so far. Fozzie, you're spot on. That at all would not surprise me one little bit. Right, okay, let's go to my bookmarks. Here we go. Right. So this was the latest video. I don't know if you've seen this. This was about an hour ago. Huge update on Gyökeres. I hope the chat can hear this. Here we go. Don't worry, I won't get done for this because it's on X, so it's fine.
Two cases. The first one is the one of Victor Gyökeres. I keep receiving many questions from Arsenal fans of Victor Gyökeres. Guys, I know there are some suggestions in the recent days that the deal was already done and completed. It was not done, but it doesn't mean that the deal is not getting done. So, calma about the Gyökeres story. There was crazy excitement on Sunday, and I understand that because Arsenal made important progress. Arsenal are in very advanced talks for Victor Gyökeres.
Notice how he's using important, very, as in shouting in exclamation marks and shouts over the top of it, as if to say it is very intriguing. It is very intriguing what we are doing. We knew about this already. All we care about is why is it dragging because of £5 million?
And that doesn't change. So it remains advanced, it remains concrete, it remains absolutely on the deal for Victor Gyökeres. Then the deal was not done, because before calling the deal done, you need an agreement club to club. The agreement with Gyökeres remains done. It's a 5-year contract. What I can tell you today is that Gyökeres, even in the recent hours, has been very clear with Sporting. He will not show up for training. So he is expected, eventually, if they don't close the deal before, to show up in 2 days. But the message is very clear from Victor Gyökeres. He will not show up. He doesn't want to train or to play for Sporting anymore. He wants.
Okay, so he's made that already abundantly clear. Gyökeres has made that abundantly clear. He doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to do this anymore. So he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to fight around. He wants his move. In a nutshell, he wants his move. So why are we stalling on it?
To go to Arsenal. Very clear from the player. So now the two clubs remain in conversation about the gap they have in valuation for Victor Gyökeres. Let's follow the situation. Let them work. Let them negotiate. I will not be negative on this Gyökeres story. The conversation is ongoing. Arsenal are working on it. Let Arsenal work. Let Sporting work. Let all the people involved work with Victor Gyökeres, who is doing his very best to go to Arsenal. Today, Arsenal sent a first bid.
Yeah, we're not interested in that last bit because it's MADAUEKE anyway. So that's a very disturbing fucking photo of him as well. Hang on, let me get rid of him. There you go. So it does look like it is still on by the way by the way it looks of it. But the problem that you got is it is just over that 5 million fee. What is that 5 million fee over on? Is it over a wage structure? Is it just the actual fee of the compensation itself? I don't know why we keep stalling on it.
I think they want 5 more. I think they want 5 or 10 more. Something like that. I've read something like that. But I think they want more. I think the problem isn't with Gyökeres. It's Gyökeres said, I'm not coming back to training. So obviously it's not Gyökeres. The problem is with the club. So I think that they want more money. They want more money. They're feeling like 60 is a rock. Let's be honest, it is. The amount of goals this guy scores, people tell you, oh, but that's only the Portuguese league. Well, he did the same in the Champions League. So what are you going to say now? The Champions League is not good enough. You can't say that. So the thing is that I think they're feeling like they're not getting the money worth of the actual player, and I agree with them. I can't lie. If I was a sporting director or whatever, if I worked there, I'll probably tell them, it's a rob. It's a rob. But the thing is, to Arsenal, it's peanuts. We saved money on Norgard.
Yeah.
If we weren't going to save that 5 million that we're supposed to give Sporting, then why did we save money on Norgard? That's what you sold us. That's what they sold us, Carl. Do you know what I'm saying? Me and you, and the whole chat, and everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? And everybody, and all the Arsenal fans. That's what they sold us. They're always lying like usual.
They're liars. It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie. Chelsea 3 million up on PSR, another potential 250 mil from sales, but you can always rely on Arteta to fund some of their transfers. That's why Chelsea are spending so much, because they've been able to turn it over a profit with their players. Just exactly what Man City do. It's not illegal, but it's the perfect way of staying ahead of the curve in that. Imagine Kudos for 60 million and Madueke 40-50 million. Cuck behaviour, in my opinion. That shit I really hate about Arsenal. Yeah, Kudos to Tottenham really did rattle me today. That rattled me hell. And they pay 55 million for him. I'd rather pay 55 million for Kudos.
Yes,
Kudos is okay. He has had a bit of a shit season at West Ham, but then West Ham have been awful. No offense to Mikes. I know we're going to be going to Madrid with him, but that's beside. we'll have that conversation another time. But Kudos hasn't been that great. But the problem is, though, I also think it's the surroundings where he is. He comes to us, he might actually flourish, but he's going to Tottenham now, so that ship's now sailed. But Kudos over Madueke all day long.
Do you know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you, oh, but man, you can say the same thing about Madueke. Well, you can't, because Madueke plays for Chelsea and Kudus plays for West Ham, so you can't really say that. But you can already see that Kudus' talent is way better than Madueke. Let's be honest, just like talent, pure talent. He has his ceiling. Do you know what I'm saying? He has a way higher ceiling than Madueke. You can see already.
Ashley Spencer put, I just don't have the faith in Arsenal or Burton in this GYOKERES deal. I honestly don't think we will get him. I mean, you can't be this stupid to just get 90% to the deal done and then walk away from it. It's jarring. I don't think you will. Cardinal is better than the Super Duper Mick. Yeah, that's what we keep being told. Well, we'll see when August 31st rolls and you're still short of a striker. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't. Gabriel, it doesn't mean shit to a team that is seeking to win trophies and is horribly goal deficient. Yep, we have been. Madueke signing as an Arteta signing because Arteta loves Chelsea bin. Yep, and he wanted him last year. So Fozzie's hitting the nails on the head there. Watch us going for. Oh, fuck me.
No. We don't
going into we've been to Chelsea once already from their bargain bin in Madueke. If we go back in and go and get Jackson,
they can't sell it to the Arsenal fans. NG, this is why they can't sell it to us, because they can sell the idea of Madueke because he's going to be the backup. That's what everybody tells you, he's going to be the backup. But when you buy Jackson, he ain't going to be the backup, is he? Because we're looking for a goal, goal scorer. So yeah, can't sell that one.
Bit of GYOKERES, bit of a Madueke. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely jarring. Karma. Who is this team next Tuesday? Karma like talking to children.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy. Stupid. Well, Josh is the son of not only a billionaire father, but mother who is heir to the Waltons. So well and truly part of American establishment. What's that got to do with it?
Do you know what they mean? They mean that it's basically a Kroenke signing. All these Chelsea signings were Kroenke signings, and I'm starting to believe it more and more, Carl. I'll be honest with you. I really do believe it's some Illuminati shit, or something like that. Because it's happened too frequently. I think from 2019, we've been signing at least one Chelsea player every season, except from last season. So yeah, and all these Chelsea players, they flopped, and they were flopped when we bought them. It's not like we went for Cole Palmer and then he flopped at Arsenal. It's not like that. They were a flop, and we bought them as a flop, and we paid over the price, over the market. So yeah, man, I kind of get where you're coming from.
Khalid said mic is crackling. Yeah, your mic is crackling just a little bit, but I can still hear you. It's cool. This transfer Madueke is to do with the training of the USA teams. Investigate training of the USA teams.
I don't know.
I'm not sure into that, mate, if I'm honest with you. Kiros, pay the damn money. We start preseason soon. Do you know what? We actually go on our preseason tour in 10 days' time. 10 days. That's nothing. That's nothing. That is nothing. F this club. Big up, Ross. Hope you're well, mate. Probably a fan, as it's hot in the UK now. We don't use and we don't use AC. Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a fan. Yeah. It's weird because you agree personal terms and known within an hour and already dropped a bid within a couple of days. That's what worries me. That's what absolutely flipping worries me, Yasser, is the fact that we spent so long on the GYOKERES deal, yet as soon as it came to one of your guys, terms have agreed, medical was going to get sorted, bids on the table, now we're just waiting for the yes or no, now waiting for the green light for Chelsea. Something just does not add up for me. Your mic is absolutely terrible, man. I don't know if your mic's sorted out there. Don't involve my club, your shady business. Everything about Arsenal's rotten. You think with this owner manager we will win anything? Guess again. If I need to say KSI then. If KSE are incompetent enough to keep overpaying for underperforming players from direct rivals, then they clearly know nothing about football and have no business owning one of the biggest clubs. Yeah, I think you have to look at the ownership in this state to see what's going on here. Have you noticed though all the stories they always say working on the deal, but never say bid? With MADAUEKE, it's bid made. That is really, yeah. You're incredibly observant / anally retentive on that one, Spooko. But no, you're right. Absolutely spot on. I mean, can't see your chats in the comments. I think because
talking to you, not.
Yeah, it probably would be. You need to change your name, man. Well, okay. And we haggling on 5 million for GYOKERES. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't Mikel get Petr Cech? No, that was a Wenger one, but at least Wenger was not the thing. At least Wenger was stupid enough after Petr Cech. That was it. But there's something just. But he was still. But Chelsea was still under Abramovich's umbrella still at the time. So I don't know.
It's not the same.
I was Wenger bought Petr Cech. Yeah, he did. Above they are funneling money to save Chelsea's arse. Wouldn't surprise me. Arteta bought Willian, Havertz, Sterling. Yep.
Yeah,
And David Luiz as well.
Jorginho.
It was Wenger. Mikel was the captain of that team. Yeah, he was. And Jorginho. Yep. Big up, Christopher. Howdy, fellas. Hope you're all good. NFL teams. Well, I'm wearing a Patriots bit of merch, but that's about it from my side of things. Don't think Rashid you watch NFL, but
no.
Wenger bought Ben Ayoun, Diarra checking out. Ben Ayoun was a waste of fucking space. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's PTSD right there. Got it on good account. Friday will be the day. Book it. Christopher, if we get to Friday night and there is still no here we go, GYOKERES is signed, you better come on to my next stream and you better apologize. Will you accept that, bro? Come on. I'll hold my chat accountable for this. Who has had the best window so far?
Who? As in who? Liverpool.
I would say Liverpool, but I also think City as well. I think City have just done. They've done a bit more damage there, as well as Petr Cech, yeah. And David Luiz was bought under Unai. David Luiz bought under Unai Emery. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay. That was one mistake he made then. This club is going to be top 4 forever. It will be top 4. And big up Compost. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are good. Right. Where was I on the list? Okay. Well, we spent so much on GYOKERES. We spent so much on fucking this useless piece of shit. Let's talk about a proper baller. Eberechi Eze.
Okay.
Linked to him. Good talks going on between him and Palace right now. Still no bid put down. I'm getting a bit concerned that we're haggling, that with the MADAUEKE news coming through and the GYOKERES deal hitting a bit of a stalling moment, but the Eze deal's all of a sudden gone a little bit quiet. Too radioactive quiet, if I'm going to say. Eze is a baller, and I just wish we'd just say, yeah, okay, we put it down. Now, there is a talk about it'll be in 20 million over the next 3 years, but also trying to sweeten the deal by sending them Josh Nichols, the right back, the young right back who's only played a handful of games. I don't know if that's going to entice Palace. I haven't seen anything from that yet. All I will say, though, is this, okay? The because of Lyon, they're not being banned and staying in Ligue 1. It now means Palace now on the verge of actually being disqualified out of the Europa League due to the ownership situation, because the ownership owned Lyon at the same time as well. So as a result, they could miss out on European football. That's the only way I could see.
I heard they're going to play Conference League. No, I heard they're going to play Conference League. I don't know. This is not 100%, but that's what I heard.
Palace. To tell you what, Palace might actually win the Conference League. That's a good enough. That's a good enough team with Glasner to win. Gyökeres signed, that deal won't get done. The only thing that gives me hope for these reports being false is that Chelsea should have accepted any bid for all for Noni. Yeah, I think if we put £50 million down on the table, they should have snapped it up and said, "Yeah, cool, fine, done."
That's it.
That's it. That's all he should have done. Yeah, we double our money. Off we go. See you later. Bye bye. That's all he should have done. But what do you reckon of Eberechi Eze? Have we got any inkling that he might come to us?
I don't know. I mean, where are they going to get the money? Because just thinking about the money, it's like you're going to pay 50 mil for Madueke. You're going to pay 60 mil or 70 mil for Gyökeres. Who are you going to sell to fund that kind of money to buy Eze? Eze is like 60 mil, right? Is he 60 mil? Something like that.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get the money for that? I don't know. But it could happen. It's a 50-50 for me. It's a 50-50. It's not like the Madueke deal. The Madueke deal was a 90% done. 90% done. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man. Where are they gonna get the money, Carl? We haven't sold anyone.
Well, we're trying to sell Zinchenko. His wages was an issue. But apparently, Parma are looking. I've asked Arsenal for the file of Fabio Vieira. So there's that one there. You still got
unless maybe we sell Ethan, isn't it? Maybe if we sell Ethan, then we could fund that kind of like that transfer. Yeah, but I heard that Ethan's going to sign the deal. No,
hopefully he signs the deal. Hopefully he does. Because I'll tell you for a fact right now, if we fail to get Gyökeres in, we are unable to sign Reece Nelson, and we end up getting Madueke. That's a nail. That's a nail in our seat. That's the nail in the coffin of our season before we've even kicked the fucking ball.
Would you sell Ethan to buy Eze?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. He's too talented. The same with Lewis Skelly.
Yeah.
I just think Arteta is just so clued up on Martin Odegaard that honestly, I would rather send Mwemi out on loan.
Yeah.
Get him out on loan in the Premier League and just see what he can do with another team. And let's see what happens. If he comes back, and hopefully he comes back flying, he comes back and we don't have this shitty manager anymore. We have a proper proven manager who will know how to get the best out of him.
Yeah, that's what I wanted as well. I wanted him to play for like a mid-table team maybe, or like upper mid-table kind of team to show what he's made of, and then he can come back next season. Hopefully, I really do believe Arteta's going to get sacked. He ain't going to win anything this season, but let's see, innit? Let's see.
Quadras, but Khan Rashid rate the summer transfer window so far out of 10. 2.
Wait, so far as in we haven't bought Gyökeres? Is that what you mean,
But basically, up to now.
Then yeah, it's
rate
2.
Rate the summer transfer window so far out of 10. You start on 0.
Yeah.
Right? Kepa, that's -2. Zimmerman, yeah, it is -2. He's a Chelsea player. Don't give a shit what you say. It's a Chelsea player. Norgard, okay, it's a -1. But now, obviously, due to the Thomas Partey situation, you got to say, oh, okay, now that sounds a bit more respectable. So we're back to naught again. Zubimendi, good player. He's not a ceiling raiser, but he's a good player. I'll probably have to give this a 3 out of 10. And yeah, 3 out of 10. And then who else we got? That's it. If it
was with Gyökeres, I'd give it a 5. But without him, 2, 100%, 2.
Yeah, I think it's true, although they should have accepted as soon as they get it. As it stands, it's a 2. See, even Kawadra is saying it's a 2. Big up, Kawadra, mate. Spot on. I'm pretty resigned to it. It's the type of dumb shit this club does. Big up, Andy G. Why don't we loan him Wembley to Palace?
Maybe.
Do you
That's
know
a good
what?
idea.
That is not a bad option.
Hmm?
But then we don't. Yeah, but we don't want to include him in the fee. We want to make sure that's a loan, so that have to be separate. That's the problem we're dealing with here. We could send them Wembley to Paris, but Paris turn around and say, "We'll give you Eze, and you give us in Wembley plus like 20 million or something."
Yeah. I mean, can't you insert a buyback clause? Maybe you can insert a buyback clause.
When has this football club ever inserted a buyback clause on a player?
Never. Wow.
Never. Exactly. Been saying it. Cutthroat shit. Fundes, Rodrigo, sell Ethan. Oh, you want to sell Ethan?
Wow.
I'm torn on that situation. But Fundes and Rodrigo.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
That basically means that Max Dowman is the backup to Odegaard.
If it's Rodrigo.
He's even 16 for crying out loud.
I mean, Carl, Rodrigo, you got at least like 4 or 5 good years out of him.
Yeah, you will. Rashid, how about so Odegaard to get Eze? Yep. Yep. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
No-brainer there. Loan Odegaard. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. Carl, apologies, I'm on my night shift. My question is, why have a dog will bark when we can do it ourselves? True. Big up to Suge. Big up, Carl and Rashid. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well. 2. Why so high? Why so? That's a high mark?
Because we're generous.
Well, no, we're not generous. We're just trying to. We need some sort of morsel comfort, and unfortunately, a 2 is not exactly much. We need another central midfielder as well as Zubi and Norgard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree to you on that one. Low Odegaard to Palace, yeah. Window so far -5.
You're ruthless.
Where is it? That's a nasty one. Now I'm not gonna lie on that one. Why not? Jesus Christ. Facts. Big up, Rich. How are you, mate? Big up, mate. Big up, Big up, chat, everyone. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. How about we start selling players for better transfer fees? Well, that's why we got Berta in for. Although, according to Fawed, who was on Northside with me and Shane and that last night, apparently he said his only job is to get players in.
Oh, who's going to sell the players now?
Not sell. He is a sporting director. You have to buy and sell at the same time.
So who's going to sell if he's not the one to sell? I'm confused.
I wouldn't trust exactly. I wouldn't trust Arteta to sell anybody because, well, he doesn't know how to. Certainly not Richard Garlick anyway. If GYOKERES gets injured, we are back to square one with Havertz and Moreno. So I think we need a backup striker. This is why I said get Pavlidis and get Jonathan David. Jonathan David on a free, and Pavlidis is probably going to cost less than GYOKERES anyway. Oh my word. People think I bang my head against a brick wall for no reason here, but nope, I do know what I'm saying. Forgive me, gentlemen, for my attitude, a pessimistic attitude. I love you both, but I'm sick of the bullshit. Bro, listen, you're not the only ones. We just want this club to be successful again. We just want to see this team actually compete properly. But I feel we'll struggle with this one. Sue just put, even if we sign GYOKERES, Eze, Rodrigo, along with Kepa, Norgard, Zubi, it's a 4. We need to be clearing deadwood in the squad. This is the thing, though, with when you get when you're trying to sell like Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, you need to dress it up in a sort of way. You're not going to get a big fee from them because their wages are astronomical. Zinchenko is a prime example. So if you say you sell Zinchenko for, let's say you sell Zinchenko for, 15 million, but then add like 5 million in add-ons, depending how many games he plays for you, how many assists that he gets, and that sort of thing. Try and dress it up in a way that might entice teams to actually come back to say, it's like trying to sell a car in a way. I know it's because I've done this already with my last car. My last car, I wanted 10 grand for, right? I wanted 10 grand for my last car, right? The bloke could come around and say, I want to pay 7 grand for it. He wanted a big drop off as well. And I'm like, okay, so I looked into the details. The MOT had only had about 3 months left on it, and the service was around about 800 miles from being overdue. So I said, all right, how's this for deal? I'll get the new MOT done. Any advisories need to be sorted, I'll sort the advisories out, and I'll run it through a full service. And we'll sell it for, let's say, $9,000. And then he'll try and haggle with me to try and do it more. And then eventually we'll get it down to like maybe 8,700. That's the sort of sweep that you do to try and you still want to have a good amount of money, but you also want to keep the buyer interested at the same time. That's what you're supposed to do in these things, right? Sure. And that's what it's the same with a football player. If they're on too big wages, you've got to try and dress up the fee as much as you can so it's enticing for the buyer. That's what Burton needs to do, and it's gonna be interesting how that one plays out. Market opportunity. Is it because Super Mick knows what he's doing according to Top Gooners? Nope, he doesn't. Eze play in the 10 and left. Saka, Eze, Rodrigo, Saka, Odegaard, Rodrigo, Eze. That's a lot of names there. Some games, Rodrigo, Eze, Odegaard, Saka. There's a mixture of ways you could do about it, but we know Arteta will play a 4-3-3 either way. I generally believe that if you wanted, I'll say this. Look, I'm not the best fan of Kai Havertz. I am not. But if you play a 3-5-2, let's say we get GYOKERES through the door. Let's just say hypothetically we get GYOKERES through the door, right? You play GYOKERES and Havertz up top. You're playing a 3-5-2. Havertz is the hold up player, and GYOKERES lines up.
Flick it on.
Flick it on. That would work. That I would actually think would work in that situation. I know Havertz needs about 5 attempts to score a bloody goal. GYOKERES, you put him 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Guess what? That ball's going in the back of the net, and it ain't no question. Norgard might be done soon, either tomorrow or Friday or on the weekend. No, it was done yesterday, I think. Norgard was done yesterday. Shows how much I care about the signing because I haven't done a video on it. I haven't done a video on Norgard. He's a Brentford centre-half. Central midfield. I don't know what more you want me to say about it. He's average. Richardsburg, this is the one window that needs to be fully completed, not in one window with Kroenkes and Arteta with it being fully maximised. And our attack has been neglected far too long. Yes, it has, mate. Spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. James, yes to Madueke. Bro, strike one. Strike one, my friend. Big up, Rich. All good. Mitch, you want a free from Palace's back up to Skelly? Anyone? Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. But then you move Calafiori to be the back. You move Calafiori to be the backup to Gabriel, and you sell Kivior.
Yeah, sell him.
There we go. Big up, mate. I hope that Madueke bid gets rejected. It did get rejected. The first one did.
Oh yeah, okay. The first one did.
50 million got rejected, I think it was. So I hope that's the end of it. We don't go back for it. If we pay anything more, if we pay anything more than 40 million for Madueke, you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. No, it's just jokes. It's just jokes, bruv. It's just been shambolic to say the least. Let's just hope GYOKERES gets through.
100%.
One, because we desperately need to. And Eze, you got to go bounce. Okay, mate. No worries. That's fine. That's fine, mate. Look, we're going to carry on for about another half an hour or so because we need to fucking mud these ITKs. That's the last thing we haven't done today. But I know you got to bounce, bruv. So
bounce, man. Love.
No worries, mate. The link will be pinned in the title for your channel, mate. Just let them know where they can find you and what you got coming up.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Carl. You already know it's a pleasure. Pleasure to be with the chat as well. Big up to the whole chat. Yeah, I'm going to be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Arsenal Man United with Touchline Facts. So come tune in. I'm saying it's going to be a vibe. We're going to take the piss out of Man United. They're in for Calvert-Lewin and Jamie Vardy, and while we're in for GYOKERES. Levels to this game, levels. But big up, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. I'm out.
You're out, bro. Big up, mate. Hope you are well. Good night, mate. All right, chat. Let's do some mudding, shall we? Let's get me off full screen. Right, okie dokie. Here we go. I'm done with these bollocks. I'm done with these people because they do nothing but absolutely mince their words all the time. Right, let's go. Let's find the first one. Here we go. Right, let's go. Let's go. Right, here we go. This motherfucker right here, World Beast, right? Walked out of Cesco negotiations because they asked for 90 million euro. Can't close the Victor Gyökeres deal because of a 5 million difference. Can't pay Eze release clause of 77 million euro, but you have 60 million euro to offer Chelsea for a player we can do without. Come on, make it make sense. This guy is always going to be talking bullshit all the time because he will find and dress it up some way, shape, or form to dress it up in a way that it'll work to his agenda. But now he's saying he doesn't want Madueke, bro. Trust your manager. Trust your manager. That's all I'm going to say on that. Just a gentleman, keep letting your voice to be heard. Eros, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. No club who is wanting to win titles will not keep making the same mistakes, especially signing Chelsea players who cannot even get in the team. Yeah, mate, it's jarring. It's absolutely jarring. It's crazy. 22 likes, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. If you're asking whether I back this process, no. 3-0 to Aston Villa 5 years ago sold me and I've never changed. Okay. If it sells through that women's team, real sex, they've let me down 10 plus years. The women's team are very good. They're European champions for a reason. So, yeah. Okay. Chelsea squads. Oh, look at this. Arsenal are the only team in the world to have out XG PSG. The only fundamental difference, you prick, is because PSG are Champions League winners. They are champions of Europe. Oh, and also they're in the final of the Club World Cup, which they're going to absolutely mud your team, Yasser, on Sunday. Hold that. They will do. Big up, James. Is it Mikkel Bin Laden settings? It will be. It is, mate. Well, it might be terrorist football, but we'll have to see further on the line. Good chat with the fans. Gyökeres soon. The Arsenal Pulse calling you out right now. If Gyökeres is not signed, sealed, or delivered by the time I jump on Aaron's calling show at 9 o'clock Friday evening, I swear to God, I am coming for your throat. Swear to God. Right? The Arsenal, like, if he signs him, I'm officially his major hater. Hashtag no to Madueke. Yeah, no to Madueke. Seriously. Oh, if this is your stance and I question your loyalty to the club, you supposedly hate on the manager just because he has a preference for a player you don't rate. Fucking parasites. No, mate, you're the parasite because you just agree to everything this fucking manager does. And he hasn't done anything. Big up, Capo. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well. Jesus Christ. Okay, some of the Madueke hate is getting out of hand. Right, if it's racist behavior, I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. All I've just said about Madueke is just he's not a very good player. He's average at best and he's shit at worst. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say is that. Okay. This guy here is such a Gyökeres hater. Liam Delap is physically better than Gyökeres. False. Aerial better than Gyökeres. False. Mentally as strong. False. Just as good as a finisher. Definitely false. Cost 30 million, his English is just 22. A world in which we sign Gyökeres and a world in which Arsenal fall behind Chelsea. That world, it does not exist. This guy's got absolutely no fucking idea what he's doing. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, hello, Harry Simew. What bullshit are you going to come out with now? What bullshit are you going to come out with now? Okay. All right. Let's go back into the chat. We signed Noni full-time off Arsenal, bro. So many ballers we could have signed. We can sign. There's so many ballers we could sign. There really is. Noni for me is a Palace player. Yeah, Noni for me, a Palace player. Yeah, he is a Palace player at best. He really is. Big up, Capo, my guy. Big up, mate. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Everyone's all good. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Where's my favorite? Where's this new little thing I got from StreamYard? There it is. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button, guys. You know, we're all on the road to 1K. I want to try and get to 700 subs if we can by the time by the time I go to Madrid, which is in 2 weeks' time, actually. So if I can get 700 subs by the time I get to Madrid, and that would be that will be that'd be very nice. That'd be very nice. It'd be very sweet. Big up to Shimos. These Chelsea fuck-ups are gutted. GYOKERES in any Chelsea scum. True. Harry semi-face. Yeah, we're gonna have a watch of this in a minute. Jeppe. He is Jeppe. The 2 wingers in the league better than him. 20 winnings. Yeah, they are. Yeah, as Shane calls him. Yeah. James Talk Man City. Big up, bro. Hope we're well. Hope you are well. Right. What is this? So my concerns re the MADAUEKE transfer are many centered around the knock-on effect it might have on other deals. Plus, I'm not totally convinced he's what we need, and so I'm finding it hard to get excited. Hopefully, I'll be eating humble pie later down the line, but let's see. Okay. All right, let's...
Noni Madueke to Arsenal could...
Hang on, let me just minimize the squad a bit more. That's it. All right.
Easily be the most divisive transfer of Mikel Arteta's tenure so far. And I can tell you, there have been a few already. Remember the noise when Aaron Ramsdale was said to be coming in for the fee of around about £30 million. Remember the divide caused when Kai Havertz was linked with a move to Arsenal for £65 million. That debate is still raging on even today.
You can say that again because I still maintain that Havertz was still a freaking bad signing. That's the hill that Mikel Arteta is just willing to die on.
Even if you trust the club, trust the manager, even if you're one of those people that says, if Mikel wants him, I want it, even you have to admit that this is a little bit strange.
Now he's approaching it. Now he's saying it's a little bit strange. Oh, you weren't saying that. You weren't saying that for all the other players, though, were you? You weren't saying that about Marino. You weren't saying that about Calafiori. You weren't saying about Jesus. You weren't saying that against Zinchenko. You wasn't saying that against Nuno Tavares. Yeah. Now you want to flip the script? Okay, mate. Whatever.
Plays his best stuff from the right-hand side, and he's definitely not displacing Bukayo Saka. So is he happy to be a backup? Is he better than what we have on the left-hand side? I don't think so.
Well, at least he's open and honest about that one, because guess what? Yeah, he's the same as me. He's the same as Martinelli, if not slightly worse.
On the plus side, at times when I've watched Noni Madueke, I felt he looked sharp, lively, has a good eye for goal, really, really good dribbler, quick across the ground, but at somewhere between 40 to 50 million pounds. There's no way this makes sense. I don't want...
It doesn't. Even 30 million wouldn't make any sense. It generally wouldn't. He probably wanted Sesko too. I think he was adamant for Sesko. I think he was Keros. Pussy Boy Kai is divisive with losers. Mad Dookie's hands down a stinker. Yeah, he is, mate. He is, mate. Oh, bloody hell. I've got bloody... I've let the nightlife in my stream room now. It's just so hot in here. It's like 19 degrees. It's not really hot in here. It's hotter than 19 degrees, and I can share this right now. Even my dad wouldn't take Arteta as city manager. I asked him, would you take Arteta as city manager? He said, no. Yeah, your dad's got standards, James. Your dad has big standards. Reece or Noni. I'd keep Reece. I'd keep Reece Nelson, Capo. Alanga is better. At least Alanga's proven. At least Alanga is proven. This guy waffling pos thinks sky is purple like Saint Row. Excellent. Quick across the ground, but Rice eats the ground. So there's a clash of style. Oh, okay. Quick across the ground. I'm not quite understanding that. Well, haha. So yeah. They try to tell me Yaya Sanogo's elite striker. He was never an elite striker. Never, ever, ever an elite striker.
I want to be the guy. I'm not that guy, but I cannot see how this represents smart business from Arsenal's point of view. I suppose context is key.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Context. Context is key, ladies and gentlemen. Shove your context up your ass, mate. There's no context. The deal is a fucking dud. It is a dud. No, just Top Gunner vocabularies. Yeah, I'm not in. Nice try, Wahaha. Nice try.
If Arsenal go on to sign Eberechi Eze or Rodrigo on top of adding Noni Madueke, then people will probably view this signing very differently. And I've consistently said that if he was the third of our attacking signings, and it might not materialize in that order, but a third player in terms of us strengthening that attack, then I would look at this in a slightly more favorable way.
The only way that happens is if we get GYOKERES, Rodrigo, and Eze through the door. That's the only way I can see it. I would still be upset and pissed off that we brought in another Chelsea player. But then you look at it at the same time as if you've got all our marquee signings in, then you can look at the depth side of things. Buzzword, context. Yep. Take a drink, everybody. Whatever is tea, coffee, neat vodka, whatever it is you're drinking, take a drink. Money Penny said Rice eats the ground. He's a weirdo anyway. So whatever.
But if spending 40 to 50 million pounds on Noni Madueke, as is being reported, means that we cannot push for one of those other attackers that we've been linked with, that many of us believe would be a better fit and more impactful for Arsenal, then I'm going to look at this signing and think, what on earth were we doing? Hopefully, he proves me wrong. And hopefully, I'm eating humble pie this time next year.
You won't be, mate. You won't be. He'll be disappointing you, but you'll still gas it up. You'll try and cover your own ass by saying, "Oh, he's a good backup option, this, that, and the other." Because you know, if you say anything negative about any player to this football club, you lose all your credentials.
In fact, stick it in the oven now. I'll happily eat it, but I just can't see this working out for the best. And so that humble pie, if I'm waiting for it, I fear I might be waiting forever.
Well, let's hope you are, mate. Let's hope you are. Let's hope you are, because otherwise it's gonna be peak. There's no favorable light for Madaueke, not even a 15 million. He's not worth. I would say 15 million. He's not even worth 30 million. He's not even worth 30 million. I'm sorry, mate. There's no favorable light for Madaueke, not even at 15 million. Yeah, not even at 50 million. He's awful. There are more people going against Arteta on social. You lot proving standards. The tide's turning. The tide is seriously turning now. And the more this continues, the more you crank up that noise, the more it's going to get very, very uncomfortable for these top gooders. So yeah, this guy, I know, mate. I know James. He's an absolute half-wit. He really is. I've been at Emirates since 2013. I said this. I celebrate games. Other fans celebrate trophies. Yep. Unfortunately, that's what we do. Unfortunately. I saw Sisquado eat the ground yesterday at Palmeiras. Yeah, I bet you did, mate. This scumbag may think Aiden Ross should run for president. Pathetic. Yeah, Caicedo looks like Cisco now. Whoopsie daisy. I like Caicedo. There's only two players I would take from Chelsea of any quality. That's Caicedo and Cole Palmer. They're the only two I'd take. They're the only two that's worth a damn I would take at Chelsea. But they'll never sell their best players because, yeah. Big up Aaron. He's an apprentice. That's all he is. Yeah, I'm aware. What's this from AFC stuff? Oh, hang on. Oh, wrong one. I keep putting this in the wrong screen. Bear with me a minute, guys. Be the right fucking idiot here. There we go. That's a bit more better. Arsenal made aware that Chelsea were willing to sell Noni Madueke last summer, but his club's position changed after he scored a hat-trick away to Wolves. Oh, wow. Wow. Round of applause for Madueke. You scored a hat-trick against a fucking team that almost got relegated. Congratulations. No one cares. Palmer have asked for information on AFC's Fabio Vieira, born 2000, early stages with no talks advanced. Of course there isn't. Carlos Cuesta's expected arrival could shape interest as squad planning begins. Please, if we get rid of Fabio Vieira, that'd be a good start. Arsenal was struggling to sign a first-team player. Victor Gyökeres, 65 million, but you believe they're signing Noni Madueke for 50 million to be a backup for Saka. None Madueke is the left winger you were promised this summer. The earlier you know this, the better for you. Well, thanks. Now you've just pissed on my chips. Really? Yeah, this is what we're going for here. Yeah, Kawaja, I'm not going to answer that question, mate. Not with that guy in it. No offense, mate. Go on DAFC, see what he says about Glock 9. That's cute. Scored more hat trick than Saka. Yeah, he did, but it's still Wolves. That Wolves hat trick boosted his stock. It did boost his stock, but not by much. Not by much, though. What faces Enrique? And he literally, Real Madrid got absolutely cooked today. Absolutely cooked. Chelsea position on Madueke. Let's start from 50 million and go above. Oh shit! No. That's your call right there to just go. That's your call right there to go right there. If Berta doesn't walk away from this deal, he's no better than Edu. This is where Berta either gets unlimited trust from the fan base or we just treat him exactly how we treated Edu. Do you know what? That is spot on. That is 100% spot on. But here's the thing, Hawks AFC. I don't think this is a Berta signing. He was flying back from Portugal to deal with Gyökeres. This is an Arteta signing all day long. But yet you want to put Berta in the same context as this. Berta was flying back from Portugal. Berta's not involved in this at all. He is not involved in this at all. The pressure is on for Arteta this season, but do you think the board are apprehensive about giving him too much money? Just in case we all know what has happened with United numerous times. The pressure is well and truly on for Arteta this season. He has to win a major. I love the FA Cup and the League Cup. I've cherished it since I was a kid. But when you're down to your sixth full year and you still haven't won anything with your squad, sorry, but the FA Cup and the League Cup won't cut it anymore. If you win a major, Champions League or Premier League, cool. You win a cup double, amazing. I'll be bouncing if you win a cup double, to be fair. Carl, it is a Sociedad midfield reunion. Marino, Zubamendi, and Odeklapt. Yep, it will be. It absolutely will be. So Odeklapt. No, it's Odeklapt. It is. I like that name. Only found TikTok speak says it's NMM. He called out Arteta and shows standards. It was a good job you spoke to me. Good job you mentioned TikTok because I've got a tab open for TikTok. So who is this guy? Capo? NMM. Let's have a look. Let's see if he's available. NMM. Let's have a look. See if he's available. Not sure who it. And let's go NMM Arsenal. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I've just actually seen it. He speaks Marvel on Arsenal. Yeah, I think I've just found him. Yeah, I've just found him. So I think that's him anyway. Is Arsenal Marvel? Is it AFC NMM Capo? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm on his page right now, mate. I'm on his page right now. I might do a little bit of a deep dive on it and see what he has to say. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Speaker facts again. Big up, mate. Capo. Board only care about top four. They do. He speaks Marvel. Yeah, I'll have to do that on another show, mate, if I'm honest, because he has got there are some longish videos. So I've got to be very careful there. So the clips are there. And so on. All right, let's go back. Right, what have we got left? We've probably got 5 more minutes, guys, and then we're going to make a move. What I will do, though, I don't have anywhere to I can't redirect, so I'm not quite, because I'm not quite there yet. What I will do, however, is post this link in the chat right now. That is Lee's emergency meeting on his main channel. So we're probably going to call it there, guys, if I'm going to be honest with you. It is 11:30 here. I've got to go to bed, and my boy's going to wake me up at 6:30. So yeah. But yeah, we're going to bounce, guys. Thank you for the show. Thank you for an amazing show, as always. We've had a lot of followers. Over 50 people view at one point, which is absolutely huge for us. So thank you so much. Much appreciated. So yeah, the link to Lee's channel is in the chat. So make sure you go show him some love. Hashtag #GundownRaid. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends. Follow us on our social media platforms, and make sure you follow the podcast on Spotify as well if you want some more proper if you want some listening to, and it makes it easier for you. We're hopefully going to be back over the weekend for another stream. Not sure when we're going to, but we are going to do another anger management show at some point next week. Guests to still be confirmed, and yeah, the more and when you'll see my latest post on Instagram regarding of that. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Good night. God bless. I bid you adieu. Mwah. Good fucking night. Get GYOKERES done. Bang.